Hello, beautiful people. It's a good day the Lord has made. Please like, share, and subscribe. So on this sad note, please like, share, and subscribe if you're a first time what do you call it, subscriber. So on this note, I present to you how most primary schools, especially in the rural areas in Nigeria, look like. And when I mean most primary schools, I mean public schools. So this particular school you're seeing in the picture is Akot Efang Primary School in Calabar Municipality. You understand? And Calabar is in Cross River. And this was posted by Abba Jalingo. That's a human rights activist, and I think he's a journalist too. So I'm saying here now. This is how most primary schools, public. I didn't say private though. If I see private schools like this, I will not be shocked. But this is how public private schools in Nigeria look like, especially when you go to the rural areas. But the shocker is that this particular primary school is in the capital, based on the info I'm reading here. You understand? And Cross River, the capital of Cross River is in Calabar, and this school is in Calabar Municipality. Now, this is a problem bedeviling Nigeria. So this is why I get angry when I see some stupid Nigerians celebrating people like Wike. I can bet you that if you go to Rivers State, you will see public schools like this. And apart from Rivers, and this is why I also was condemning Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi, former governor. I can bet you that if you go to Ebonyi, you will see schools like this. If it might not be exactly like this, but it might have almost typical setting, because I saw this type of schools in Imo. I've seen them in Delta. I've seen them almost everywhere I've been to Nigeria. I'm very sure that if you go to the north, it will even be worse. And the problem with most of these schools, the teachers don't come to school. In fact, sometimes the teachers even use these students to engage in farming or doing chores, because nobody supervises and nobody monitors them. You understand? This is how most, not only primary schools, even secondary schools, but my emphasis here is on primary schools, which is the building block. Now imagine a student learning in this kind of condition. How do you think his brain will be structured? Do you think he would think well when he comes out? Do you think he will be motivated to do well? A school where even the best students are not motivated by financial rewards, how do you think the person will be motivated? You understand? How? I'm asking you. The student can never be motivated. The student, only very few that are well studied that will think, oh, let me break out from this situation. But most of them will be like, oh, this is a waste of time. You understand what I'm saying? The environment of learning is also very important. The architectural brilliance, and I don't know why Nigerian schools always have this type of L shape, or have this I shape, and have this corridor. I don't know, why don't we build things that are modern? Why don't you build schools that have lawn that are well maintained? Why don't you build schools that the interlockings are sharp? Why don't you build schools with computer libraries? You understand what I'm saying? It's a big shame, and many of you will not understand what is happening. So this guy just emphasized on so he mentioned a particular school different from this one. This is a secondary school now in Cross River. So he's complaining. This is Cross River Senior Secondary School. He's complaining that most of these schools, the tuition is supposed to be free, but they always charge these students levies. You understand? Whether it's an internal thing by the principal and the others, they charge the students levies. And another problem is that he's saying that most of these schools, the ICTs are taught in practicals are less than 10%, and some important subjects are physics, chemistry, biology. These schools don't have those students. So how now do you want the society to improve? You want to fight crime, but you cannot improve the building block of primary and secondary schools. How will crime reduce? I'm asking you. Apart from poverty of food, the poverty of education, how do you think these students will come out well? When tomorrow now they turn to unknown gunmen, some of them turn to gangsters in the society, you will now be angry when you're not even motivating people from the building block. I've always mentioned it that it's better to develop humans than all those useless counting flyover as achievements. Primary healthcare centers are also very important. I've also mentioned it in this channel. You understand? I'm not saying that flyovers are not important, but primary healthcare centers, primary and secondary schools, sports centers, just to keep people's mind busy, doing the major roads in the rural areas. You understand? Major, hear what I said, because you cannot fix all the problem at once. Doing the major roads, that road that runs through it must be good. Then trying to fix the roads that are bad, because Nigeria has been neglected for so long, and that's how it is in almost all the states. You understand what I'm saying? Putting water, accessible water. There are villages in Nigeria, there is no water. There is no water, I'm telling you. You go to the stream and the stream is polluted. So this is how it is across Nigeria. How many local government do we have? 775. I can bet you it's even worse in the north. This is a rich south. This school is in the south. Oyo State. Imagine what will be happening in the north. I'm telling you, look, okay, didn't you see the principal's office? There's no office, staying under a mango tree or whatever tree. You understand? So I've seen schools, the ceilings are falling, the buildings are almost collapsing. Those students will still be studying there. You have to bring your bench to school. When will all this madness? So if you see their uniforms, patch on the uniforms. So these are things I keep on emphasizing. You develop the human. What of agriculture? How do you help the people in the community to escape poverty? Bring in tractors. Bring in agricultural extension workers, so that these people can get access. Fertilizers at subsidized rates, so that people can do their farming. You understand? Pesticides. Proper education. Have places where you treat them free of charge to be educated, small scale farmers, so that they become more modern in their farming. So that this poverty on the whole effect will reduce. When there is food, those students can go to school and learn properly. Their uniforms, everything is trash. So this is a cumulative effect. And since the state government is not doing, that's why I emphasize, let federal do these things I'm saying. Federal primary school, federal sports centers, federal primary healthcare centers, world class. Then you will now have distribution centers where we have lower cost of herbicide and pesticides. What do they call it? Tractors. A lot of things. So just to improve the lives of people. I've always mentioned most crimes come from the rural area in Nigeria. All this Boko Haram is because of extreme poverty over the years, neglect. So many of them just decided they are tired of life. And what do you expect people that are tired of life to do? They will carry guns. You get. So I don't know. Nigeria needs a revolution. It's a rich country. Imagine this type of school in the capital. A rich country having this type of school. We are not serious. So schools, when I was small, I used to see free textbooks. I've never seen it of recent time in modern day Nigeria. Maybe my state. I'm not going to mention my state. So guys, what do you make of this thing? Is this like this in your own states and your local government? Because I believe it's like this all over Nigeria. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.